Welcome.
We're live.
Hulk needs to shut up. By the way, Mark Ruffalo, if you're watching this stream, you need to shut up.
Let people be friends with whoever the hell they want.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, what does the world come to when you can't sit next to somebody randomly at a football stadium? And of course, they kind of crop them in just a little bit more, so it's they had
a good 3 feet in between them.
I missed the whole first part. By the way, we're live, just so you guys know.
What do you miss the whole? What do you mean miss the whole first part?
What
we were talking about?
Yeah,
Ellen and Bush.
Yeah, you were talking about Ellen and George Bush.
Talking about Bush.
I just
when you're talking about Ellen, you're talking about Bush.
Not even 30 seconds into the show.
George Bush, you jerks. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome to the stream.
We were talking about Mark Ruffalo because he gave Ellen a hard time because she's friends with George Bush, supposedly, which I don't even think they're really friends. They just sat next to each other for crying out loud.
I know. That's the thing. You don't know who you're going to sit next to. Well, they probably do because they got fancy seats, but
right.
It's probably just a presidential box. She wouldn't have known that George Bush was specifically there on that day.
What would have happened if she was next to Clinton?
Everybody would have been like, oh my gosh, that's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Well, someone needs to Photoshop that then. I might get on now. I'll Photoshop Clinton's head on Bush.
Here's the thing. Are you going to put Bill Clinton or Hillary Clinton next to her?
That is the question.
Portia de Rossi, her wife, might be getting upset if she's sitting next to Hillary, if you know what I mean.
I know,
yeah.
Bush.
Yeah. Except it's a man's body, so I'd have to put Bill's head on. Otherwise, Hillary would have a man body.
Well,
all right. So people are popping in. I forgot my phone. I'm going to get my phone and make a coffee. So you guys keep talking.
Go make a coffee.
Who's making the coffee?
He's making the coffee.
I can't believe we started 20 minutes ago and he's like, you come prepared. I've got a full coffee.
I know.
I got water.
I'm not that far gone.
No, you're far gone. Don't stand in that far queue way over there.
So I told these guys before the show started, something's going on in my intestinal tract. I had
back with Scotty and Pooh.
Well, I'm saying because I drank this huge coffee. Cheryl's on vacation this week, so we were like, hey, let's take a nap in the afternoon. Seriously, it was a nap. Nothing else happened. It was just a nap. So we had a nap. And I woke up feeling worse than I did when I laid down, which is always terrible.
Why does it? We'll have to come back to that.
Yeah, we'll talk naps. So I drank this big cup of coffee because I thought that'll keep me lively for the show. And wouldn't you know, within like minutes, I'm just like, oh no. And it's just been nonstop, like back and forth to the bathroom ever since. So
yeah, because your body, like mine, when I have a coffee, it's like, it's time.
Yeah.
Your body's like, oh, well, you've had a nap. It's morning again.
Right. Exactly. It's morning. That's exactly what happened.
Morning routine started.
So yeah, anybody out there who has trouble, like can't go to the bathroom, you need to drink coffee. It's a magic elixir. It takes care of, it does something.
It does something.
It gets things moving.
It's not unanimous. What's it when everybody?
Yeah, that's unanimous.
Autonomous?
That means that you're all kind of in it together.
Yeah, but it's not that one then.
No, if you said everybody believes something, it's unanimous that they believe it.
Yeah.
Are you just saying that it's a well-known truth that coffee helps you poop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like across the globe.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Fact of the day.
I wish we had a song for that.
We should make one. We need Danny and his microphone echoes.
I know.
Fact of the day.
Exactly. So anyway, talk about nap. You were going to say you wanted to come back to the naps.
No, I was just going to say, like, why is it that I had a mid-afternoon nap the other day. I got up. I felt like a train had run me over.
Well,
it was only a 45-minute little kind of power. This will get me through till 10 p.m. because I'm getting older.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. People tell you, they're like, don't lay down for a long time. I set an alarm and everything. I didn't even really sleep. That's the dumb part. I was in and out of consciousness.
Yeah. Just resting.
And my alarm went off and I sat up and I was just like, oh gosh, what happened to me? It was terrible.
There is nothing you can do either. Like you can go and have a shower. You can have a coffee. You can have a Red Bull. You are going to sit on the couch like a half dead zombie for an hour until you kind of get to that fuzzy stage of, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
I'm a human again.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know
I don't
why.
know, man. I have trouble with sleeping anyway. So
Oh, do you?
yeah. I just like, I think probably I get in my head at night when I'm laying down. And Cheryl is like instant. I think that's you too. I think you
I'm
told us
that.
that.
I'm
You're
like-
just like, as soon as your head hits the pillow, you're gone.
Amanda
I sit there
hates
and
it.
I go, I wonder what's going to happen tomorrow. I wonder if I can solve this problem.
See-
What if I do this?
It's like Amanda. She's got an overactive brain. And so she
Mhm.
lays down and she starts thinking about all these things. Where
Yeah.
for me, I'll like put my head on the pillow here. I go,
Yeah.
and I'm like, it's scary because she's often said, like, if we get robbed in the middle of the night, I'll just wake up to an empty house because I'm out. Like,
You'll sleep through that too?
I'd sleep through anything.
Yeah, that's the thing too. I'm very easily awakened too. So like if I fall asleep at like 3:30 in the morning, Cheryl gets up at 6:30.
Yeah.
So that means I wake up. When her
Yeah.
alarm goes off, I wake up. One of the things that I've tried, maybe people can tell us in the chat what things they do to get themselves to go to sleep.
Yeah.
My thing is what used to work all the time, which is really sad, is I'd start praying and then I'd fall asleep. So
I think you
used to
do that
just,
in
like,
church as well, don't you? I don't think
Yeah.
that's just in bed.
So I started like making this joke, like I would be like, so I started praying last night, and then when I woke up in the morning, I was like, amen. That was I just said I prayed all night in my sleep. So anyway, no, but that used to be my thing, was like I would just be like, okay, God, I just want to talk to you for and then that would be it.
Put it in the
Doesn't
chat.
work
Let's
doesn't
find
work
out.
anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are people
maybe,
saying, Danny?
maybe somebody in
I'm-
the chat has
I'm the
your
only
solution.
one in the chat. I'm the only one in the chat right now.
Oh, Danny, come on! You're not supposed to tell everybody that. Just say there's hundreds.
That's because
of people
everyone's
viewing.
watching.
Oh, there's lots of people watching, but there's nobody in the chat. That's it.
That's because
okay.
everyone's watching
Gotcha.
the Packers beat the Lions right now.
No, it
It's
hasn't
not
started
on
yet.
yet.
Oh,
But we should talk
Oh,
about
we should
that.
talk about that.
But
Oh, hey, we said it at the same time.
Jinx,
Vince,
Jinx, buy me a
Vince
Coke.
Vlogs here.
buy me a Coke.
Hey, what's up? Listen,
Hey, Vince Vlogs.
before we go into the football thing, I used to take NyQuil. Not a lot. Well,
NyQuil. What's
Man,
that?
he's
It's like- it's
confessing
like a
some
sleep-
crazy stuff right here.
it's like a sleepy medicine. I love when I go to the States. I usually
Sleepy
get
medicine.
a thing
Danny,
of NyQuil.
what are you doing?
He's like,
You can save, you could save drinking NyQuil and just take the Benadryl that's in it that's putting you to sleep, right?
I love the taste though. I like it. It's
But they
good.
don't put alcohol in it anymore. They used to put alcohol in NyQuil, and now they don't anymore. Something like
okay.
that. Maybe I'm crazy. You know what?
have you tried like antihistamines?
I thought you were going to say
Ergon?
cocaine. I thought you were
Yeah,
gonna
that's
say
what I was saying.
Yeah.
Cocaine keeps me up all night. No, Benadryl.
But
that's
after
what,
10 hours, Benadryl.
Mark, Benadryl is an antihistamine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll take a Benadryl every once in a while, but even that doesn't work sometimes. I tried what's that stuff, melatonin, or what's the thing in your brain that
Yes.
makes you go to sleep?
Melatonin.
I started popping those things every once in a while, and it worked for a while, and then all of a sudden I would start to fall asleep, and then I would go like have this freak out. I would just go and so I stopped taking them because it would make me have these like freakouts when I started to fall asleep.
You know what? I think there was a sleep medication that Amanda was trying from, not currently here in Australia,
Okay.
and I think it had something to do with melatonin, and it was like
Yeah.
really bad for you. So when
Yeah.
you're saying that, I reckon there must be something like it's slowing your heart rate or your breathing down or something
Let's see.
that
let's
you
see
kind of
what
wake
best-
up and go.
Well, they
best
tell
sleep
you you
medicine.
shouldn't take melatonin every day. It's not good for you because your body makes it. It's something that should be happening naturally in your body.
Yeah, but if it's not, you just gotta.
No, because then you'll go when you wake up. It's crazy.
It's better than waking up like a fridge is on your head.
Oh,
Well,
a fridge on your head.
Yeah, it'll be hit by a truck. Fridges on your head. There's
What
an
in the
Australian
world
thing
are
for
you
you.
talking about?
yeah,
Is that an Australian
When you
thing?
get
What
up
does
from
that
a
mean?
nap. When you get up from a nap and you've been hit by a train.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we got there.
So
Go Packers.
whenever I have NyQuil, I have the craziest dreams. Like it is bizarre, crazy.
Because it's drugs, man.
Yeah. Well, but I sleep so good, and so every time I start feeling sick, like I'm gonna get sick, I'll drink NyQuil because I think that sleep is the best medicine, well restedness, and I don't even know if that's a word, but if you're sick, you stay up, like you wake yourself up coughing and whatnot. So
That was me. I'm just
continue to
testing
be
for when
sick.
I have to go to the bathroom, by the way. So sorry about that.
You just get
So
up and go.
Where's
I'm gonna.
Creaky saying go Rams? Woo.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, he's gone.
So he's gone. Okay.
So where do you get NyQuil from?
Just any
just like
pharmacy.
I thought it's just an
Walmart as
over-the-counter.
well. Yeah. No, not even over the counter. But I think you have to show ID sometimes if they don't want the young.
Oh, if they think that you've been there
do it.
more than 3 times in that current week.
Yeah. Well, what is it? There was something like, remember that you could make meth. What did they use? Sudafed or something like that.
Yeah.
Use.
That's
some
why you
pills.
can't buy in Australia anything with codeine in it anymore. You need a prescription for it. Like you used to be able to buy like the Panadeine Extra, which had like a incy bits of codeine in it. But now anything with high volumes of, or any volume of codeine, you need a script for.
Okay, Mark. While Scott's gone, let's talk about him. I'm just kidding. But
He will watch this back to see whether we talked about him.
I'm saving a lot of videos. I'm storing up a lot of video ideas for 2020. Okay, and I think that on my channel, one thing I've noticed, even with Facebook, like there's a certain focus that I have to have on my channel to make it better, and it's like ships, but it's also more an American living in Australia kind of a thing. Okay, and so I'm trying to put together the top 10 awesome Aussie slang words, words that I think everybody should use because they're just that great. And
Okay.
I only have 8 so far. I'm trying to, as I'm like kind of walking
Okay,
around,
give me your
and I
8.
find myself. You want to hear the 8? It's not in order. Not in order.
That's all right.
But heaps would be on there. I think heaps. Like these are words that are like.
Yeah, heaps.
I feel like it's easier to say heaps than a lot of like.
Yeah.
Mental. Like
Yeah.
Let's see. You know that.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, that's mental.
Dude, yeah, he went mental, or like, I'm mental about, I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Togs is like for a swimsuit, right? Or you guys say
Yeah.
bathers, don't you?
No, I'd say no. Togs is very Australian. It's a word that I probably would say. I wouldn't even
Once
say it
every
twice
once
a
a
year.
season, once every summer.
Well, Tassie probably once every 4 years.
Yeah.
No, I can't remember the last time I said togs. Maybe 2-3 years.
And by the way, anybody listening, I get that these are more English, like these aren't just Australian words, but I'm just saying that because it would sound weirder if I was to say I'm an American living in Australia and these are the top 5 or top 10 English phrases, like
English phrases.
Cheeky is on there. I think cheeky is a great word.
Yeah.
Like it's a very good way to describe a personality.
So that's not an American thing.
No. It
I
actually,
love
when I first heard
hearing
that, I'm
this
like,
sort of
that's the
stuff.
dumbest sounding word. Like I thought it was like the dumbest thing. I'm like, cheeky. I'd never
Cheeky
gonna say
creaky.
that, but it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Okay. Cheeky.
Cheeky creaky.
Cheeky. Creaky.
Whinge. I like that word.
Wait, which
A
one?
whinge. A whinge.
Oh, whinge. Yep.
A whinge. Whinge.
Whinge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
think,
whinge.
It's shoot, I have heaps twice on this list. Dang it.
You have which one? Shoot.
I had heaps.
Oh, heaps twice.
All right, so I only have 7. Metric system. That's gonna be
Metric system.
because it's such a good system. I don't get why. I just don't get.
It is way more accurate.
I
Literally,
honestly
way
think
more accurate.
any politician that wants the world to like them, just start
Metric.
changing. Even if it was just like, okay, let's do temperature first. Okay, then now let's do these things and we'll get there.
No, see, I go full blown, just straight out of the bat. Like you just say, 1st of January, we're doing metric across the board.
Oh God, dude! But see,
Because it'd be too hard to go, well, temperature's metric, but everything else is imperial. So,
well, people don't associate temperature with metric. They think Celsius, because I think that is what it is. It's not metric.
oh yeah, okay. But I associate Celsius and Fahrenheit is metric and imperial, even though it's
Yeah, maybe.
not a
I don't know. I
measure
could be
of
wrong. I could be wrong.
distance.
But I was, when I drive around the States, there's a lot of freaking signs out there, man. Like they'd have to go and change every sign and get all the distances, and they'd have to reprogram
Creating
all
jobs,
the
though, Danny. Creating jobs.
post-mix machines.
Could you imagine the jobs that they would create for 12 months to do that?
That's true. That is true. But then, yeah, you'd have a lot of people that I want to say that they wouldn't want to learn because they're too dumb, but it's because and metric is so much easier that's the dumb part, Dude, football games. What would you do at football? Yards and stuff. You'd have to. Oh, he went 100 meters to get a touchdown.
Here's the dumb thing. And Creaky's just alerted to one of them. I was about to say another one. So he's just said they would have to reprogram all the post-mix machines. So
yes,
you got
I
like
said that already.
Yeah. But in Australia, when you're talking about drag racing, it's a quarter mile. How fast down the quarter mile?
True.
So we don't even say how fast down. I don't know. What's a mile? How long's a mile?
A mile is 1.2.
2 or 3? So a quarter mile is 3, 6, 9, 12. So 300 meters. They're not going to say, oh, he's the fastest down 302
Yeah. Well,
meters
6 miles is 10 kilometers.
Hey, Siri,
That's why when you run a 10K.
1.61 kilometers.
1.61. Okay.
See, a quarter mile is going to be, what's that, 16.8, 400 meters. Just over 402 meters or something.
I start wondering at what level do you not need signs anymore because you have GPS and all that? Do you need a sign that says, oh, you got to turn in, in a mile, and then you got to turn in half a mile? And no,
because they do, because not everybody uses GPS. I don't use GPS in the car.
Well, you know where you're going most of the time when you don't use it.
Yeah, but even if I was to drive, when we moved to Tassie and I drove from Brisbane down to Tassie, I didn't use GPS. You just look for the signs. You just keep following to the main roads.
All right. So wait, what about marathons? Yeah, because that's all all the Olympics. That's all in metric already. Metric. So
yeah.
What else would be a huge overtaking? I know that they'd have to replace all the textbooks, all the rulers and tape measures.
Wow, it'd be the biggest cost.
I think that's why they didn't do it in the first place.
Fortune.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's tricky. I want to hear what Scott has to say about it. The last one on the list is mate. I think mate is a great word. It's such a good word.
Yeah,
it's such a good word. But there's also I'm starting the list of words I hate, but I'll say anyways.
What about crook?
Crook, I'd rather just say I'm sick. Crook sounds stupid to me. I like hearing it because I know what it means, but it's I would never say it. But I do find there's some words that are annoying. You guys say sport and not sports.
Yeah, I heard Scott say that on the stream the other day when he was talking to you. He said Kmart's. It's not Kmart's.
He never said Kmart's. He would never say Kmart's, would he?
He said Kmart's.
No
he
way.
Put an S on the end, like a weirdo. Wait till he rewatches this back. Scott, you're a weirdo with your Kmart.
Maybe he was talking about multiple Kmart's.
No, he said I went to Kmart's the other day.
No, really?
It was the stream.
By the way, how's the audio? I want to know how the audio is. What do you think?
That's not my problem. You're producing.
Is that popping gone? Did I fix? I think I did.
I think so. Not 100% sure.
Okay, no.
It sounded like it was popping the other day.
Here's the part that bothers me. Okay, you guys say sport and not sports.
Yeah.
But you'll say maths and not math. So it's very contradictory to what you already, you know what I mean? You'll do it for one thing, but not the other thing. So.
And Amanda and I say English would be the worst language to try and learn because we're nufties in it all.
Nufties.
Because of simple words like that, math. You've got, words that can be spelt the same way but have 4 different meanings. There. Which there? Yeah. There's 3 of them.
Yeah, true.
There.
When I don't like when people say H when they're spelling something.
H.
You say H or do you say H?
Right. H. I say H.
Oh, good. Oh, hey, Adelaide Crow's the best here. Is here.
Hey, Adelaide.
We're talking about words. Scott's it just shows up on the stream as Cot Donnelly. Cot Donnelly.
Cot Donnelly. He's
Cot
indisposed.
Donnell. Cot
Donnelly.
I'll see if I can get his S in there. There he is. It was just Cot Donne.
No, I'd be taking the Y out, so he's just Cot Donnell.
Yeah. It's just Donnie. I can't get the L in there. Well, maybe I can get one L.
Yeah, that's a cool name. Scott Don.
Scott Don.
His Don is good.
Dong.
Dong. I heard you use that in the stream the other day. Not as good as the dong. Terrible.
He said Legos instead of Lego. Well, if he's talking about more than one Lego. Hey, we're going to talk about the Lions game in a second when Scott comes back. Zed. I don't like it. I'm still a fan of Z and not Zed.
Element P Q R S T U V W X Y and Z. Z.
Yeah.
I think I say Z.
Yeah, you do. Of course you do. Why wouldn't you say Zed? You pretentious. Okay.
26.28 miles. That's a marathon. See that? Look, that's stupid.
SD stuck in the toilet. Yep.
I still think a marathon's hilarious that they tacked 300 meters on the end of a 32-kilometer race. Just like it's not enough, try and run another 3/4 of a lap.
I don't know. Some people tell me that, like, oh, I ran 70 kilometers for a marathon or something like that. I'm like, no, you didn't. 70 kilometers? That is it? Like, you would have to be in insane shape to do that.
70 kilometers is ridiculous. Like 42 to break, like the bloke broke. It's up next on my autoplay. Under 2 hours for 42 kilometers. I couldn't keep
insane.
That pace that he's running a marathon for 400 meters, I don't reckon.
Yeah. Well, I was looking up.
I'm fit-ish.
I was looking up old vlogs because I'm changing a lot of thumbnails and stuff at the moment. And my wife's cousin said I ran 70 kilometers or whatever. And I was just like, oh my gosh. But in my head, I didn't really know what 70 kilometers was to know that was a lot. And I was like, wow, that's great. And then I'm like, I'm looking back at it. There's no way. But then I might have misheard her. Maybe she said 17.
17 sounds probably more likely.
17.
You're not running 70. Like literally that marathon, an average marathon runner is going to do a marathon in 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours.
He's looking better.
70 kilometers. You're not going to run another. It's going to take you 7 hours.
Scott Don is back.
Scott Don.
Wow. That was the closest I've ever been in years to a complete disaster.
We talked about this. I just spat all over my Mac.
I started to walk. You know how when you start to walk and then you go, oh, and you have to stop for a minute? That happened.
Okay, so are you a
times,
2-bathroom?
10 steps from the bathroom.
Are you a 2-bathroom house or a 1-bathroom house? Yeah, so that's
2.
safe. Did you just open the window to?
No, I shut the curtain. Oh my gosh! If I could explain what just happened. Oh,
please don't.
Poop?
We're a G-rated. We're a G-rated stream.
No, we went off the bat talking about Bush,
baby. I know that's true.
That's true.
I'm switching sides over here.
Why?
As in left wing to right wing. Is that what you mean by switching sides?
I think he's already. Well, I won't say that.
Scott, we're talking about. Oh wow, it's like you're shuffling a deck of cards. Scott, we're talking about words.
I'm looking over here at you guys, so it makes more sense for me to
phrases, words, kilometers, metric, imperial.
Oh yes, but by the way, can I tell you my least favorite word?
I was mocking you.
I find
you're gonna rewatch it. Just hang on a second, Danny.
Oh, yeah.
You said Kmart's the other day with an S
Who
on the
did?
end. You did.
Who did?
You did.
Yeah, that's because what people say in Michigan. I don't say that, but they call it Kmart.
You said it. They said, and
you said it.
You said Legos or something, but it is Legos. Actually, now that I
Yeah,
think
it's
about
when the plural
Lego.
of Lego is Legos.
like, did you say Legos?
My phone started ringing.
It's Lego.
I'm having some trouble, everybody. I don't know if you knew this.
All right, Mark.
What's
Mark,
that got to do with your phone ringing? Have you like called the ambulance or something?
I did.
Mark.
I ran into the bathroom. Wait, listen. I ran into the bathroom with the lights off. Okay, it's dark here because that's how urgent
I
it
can't
was.
drink
No
while I
lights.
listen to this.
So I had my Apple Watch on. Thank God I had my Apple Watch on, and I sent a message to Cheryl.
Not
Need
sponsored.
help. Need help. And she came in and I was like, just turn the fan on and turn the light on. Shut the door. She's like, are you okay? I'm like, no.
Should have been like, get on the stream and take my place.
Yeah, she wouldn't have done it.
No, why not?
Maybe someday. Not right now. She won't. I guarantee.
Mhm.
This is 2 days in a row for you, Scott, too, isn't it?
No.
Oh, yeah, one on
What,
yesterday.
2 days in a row pooping? Yeah, I poop every day.
In South Australia, we say Lego. Yeah, it's Lego.
Lego?
It's not Legos. It's Lego.
Lego.
No, it's just Lego.
If there's more than one Lego, it's
No,
Legos.
it's Lego. No, it's Lego.
I'll only say Lego if it's followed by my ego.
Lego my ego.
Lego, my
You don't
ego.
know that. You don't know that. Those little waffles, the waffles that you warm up that are already made. You don't know.
No.
Oh man, that's good stuff. Good stuff. Can I just tell you before we move on? I really want to tell you my least favorite word. My most, like, it's just the least favorite word out here. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's really dumb, but it's whilst. I hate
Whilst.
when people say whilst. Like, I was doing this whilst I was doing that. No. I know
It's a
that's
good
the proper way to say it, maybe, I guess. But it
a good
sounds
word.
really. What do you think, Scott? You wouldn't say whilst.
I was drinking a coffee whilst pooping.
No, I was drinking coffee and then I wondered why I drank the coffee whilst pooping. I'm looking up
Are
the
you guys are gonna
Legos
say whilst
thing.
on purpose?
No, I won't.
Okay.
Legos, they say Legos is perfectly fine if you're referring to the pieces of Lego. It is, however, wrong to say Legos if you're referring to the brand or company. So there you go.
No, it's Lego to me. Doesn't matter if there's 1, 2, or 1,000,000 pieces of Lego. It's just Lego.
Yeah,
You say,
sport.
so if you had a kid and they had
Yeah,
Lego all over the
Math.
floor, you'd go clean up your Lego.
Yes.
No, you
Math.
wouldn't. You'd say clean up your Legos.
No, I
Math.
wouldn't.
Math.
I'd go pick up that, you little.
See, they have it all
Go pick up
backwards.
your
Scott.
Lego,
They can't get their S's straight.
Yeah, sports. What a crock of rubbish
So
that
you'll
is.
say so sport, Lego, maths. That's
Yeah,
see,
maths.
it's all backwards.
It's maths.
Okay, question.
Because that's multiple numbers.
Question. Do people in Australia enjoy American football? Is there, is there
Yes,
enough
there
people
there
that
is there is definitely a.
I'm gonna look
it's-
that up.
It's
that
well known.
statistic.
Let's put it that way. People
Okay.
hang out for Super Bowl. They hang out for the games, stream it. Me, myself, and I, no.
No.
I don't think
But-
I've ever watched an NFL game in my life.
Really?
Yeah, never.
You
I
should.
I've seen it on TVs, but I've never actually just sat down and gone, "Oh, look, the NFL's on." Why did
Now,
he
did you
fumble
see it on
What?
your TV or were you in a room with TVs?
No, I was at like a pub or something.
Okay, because you said I've seen it on TVs. So I was like, okay, is he talking about his TV alone or TVs in the place?
In a place.
Okay.
So not.
Yeah,
not
I
my-
think you would like American football. It's slower than your game.
I
It's
think
not
what
constantly
people,
moving.
what people hate about American football is they always say, "Oh, it's like they played for like 5 minutes, but the rest of the 3 hours of just timeouts and commercials and
Yeah, there's a lot
know-
of commercials. There's a lot of commercials
Yeah, but I can't
because it's
comment
like
on
the
that
biggest
because
sport in America. That's why.
AFL is exactly the same. It's 20 minutes plus all your time on. So like we're having average 30, 35-minute quarters.
But you
Doesn't
guys
sound
don't
like it's-
you don't take breaks during the quarter though. You don't
No.
do commercial breaks during the quarter. They
Mm-mm.
just go,
This man
After every
sponsored
goal.
by.
yeah. They
After
say
every
sponsored
goal,
by.
there's a 30-second to 60-second break.
Okay. Yeah,
Mm.
in America, so like tonight when the Detroit Lions score,
Which they
They'll
won't
kick the
against the Packers.
they're going to score a ton. They'll kick the extra point, and then they might do the kickoff to the Packers, and then go to commercial.
Really?
Mm.
Mm-hmm. So they'll do like usually like a 3-minute commercial break. It's too long. In
Is that-
hockey, however, in American hockey, NHL, they're only allowed to take 1.5-minute breaks, and they're allowed to do 3 per period. So there's 3
trying to see if
periods.
Is there an app where you can watch the football games on your phone?
Yeah, KO.
Yeah.
Get KO in Australia, Danny.
Well, I'm on America App Store, so I can't download a lot of Australian things, which sucks.
Oh no,
Why are
I
on the
think
American
KO's
App Store?
worldwide.
Because
Okay, fine, whatever.
Dude, I think you get 3 months free with KO or a month free. KAYO, not sponsored, like Scott's Apple Watch comment before, which is not sponsored either.
That's not
Unless
sponsored
Apple
either.
wants
I
to get in
wish.
touch with us, because
we never got into that. By the way, the whole app, why Scott went back to Apple.
and we're running
But-
out of time because he's got to go at 1:45.
No, I can stay up till I'll be here till up.
He can
till
stay
7
longer.
my
He just
time.
he made up some time.
You've had a nap. You've had a nap. You can stay up a little bit later
Oh
tonight.
my gosh!
It's only
dude.
7:30. It's only 7:30. His time.
I took some
PM.
Imodium to see if I can plug it up. So we'll see how that goes.
Did you take the Zappins?
What do you guys call that over there? It's like a thing you take to not have diarrhea. What is it called?
Yeah, Modium.
Okay.
Anti
Yeah, I took some of that, and I was like, hopefully this plugs it up.
Gastro
'cause
stop.
this
There's
is
so
getting-
many.
This is getting kind of.
Okay, wait.
Shitty.
So,
Get it?
hey, we need to tell people why we can't watch the NFL stream. Like we're gonna
They'll shut us
simulcast
down
it.
immediately. Yeah, we
Yeah.
can't. They'll shut us down immediately. I've tried. I was looking to see. I guess we could have tried it on D Live, but here's the thing. Also, we would have been even friends that I have in America. Like if we're streaming the game, which I do, I use YouTube TV. If we're streaming the game, I'll say, "Oh my gosh, what a play!" and they'll go, "I didn't see it. What happened?" And then like 7 seconds later, they'll see it. So if it
Yeah.
does that here in America,
Yeah.
I'm just imagining what it's going to do in Australia. So I'll be like, "Oh my gosh, that is the greatest play ever!" And you guys are going to go, "What
Yeah.
happened? What happened?" And 10 seconds later,
Yeah.
it'll happen.
I think that was the biggest issue with us doing it. I've got a mate that streams AFL games on his channel. He doesn't have the video, but he just like
Talks about it.
commentates it.
Yeah,
But he is literally 20 seconds behind, and like
Oh.
you can't watch it.
that's brutal.
Yeah, so you can't even if we weren't broadcasting the game and we were just talking, you wouldn't
Yeah.
be able to follow
You'd
it.
be talking about plays that happened 20 seconds ago or 10 seconds ago, and like you said, we're coming across continents.
Did
So
you say?
incontinence.
Did you say
Did
the
you
C
say
word?
incontinence?
Incontinence. Hey,
We're coming
You know what we
across.
could- you know what we could do though?
Poor
is
Bev.
if-
It is Bev. The Bev show. Friend of the show.
if people are going to watch the game tonight, watch it, and we'll talk about it. Tell me your questions. I'll answer all your
There we
questions.
go. That's good.
Ooh.
And Adelaide Cruz is
Why did
wondering
he
why it's on so
fumble it
late.
and then take his towel out of his back pocket and throw
it
it
a
on
red
the
towel?
ground? What's that?
Is it a red towel?
Yeah.
Because he's challenging the play.
Players don't
Are you
get
talking
the
about,
challenge.
you're
to
talking about
play.
the coach?
Yeah, the coach pulls out the red
So,
challenge flag. They're allowed
they
two
started that like
challenges in a
what
game.
10 years ago or maybe 10 15 years ago.
Not 15. No, I mean it might be 10. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
So they
But
started
now
that
can
where
challenge
the
some more
coach can
stuff.
challenge it, and if they lose the challenge, then they lose a timeout. So
And
it's
you're
like it's a
allowed-
gamble for the coach.
It's like tennis
You're
where they
allowed
can
2 per
challenge a
game.
linesman's call.
No, there's only certain
only
things
allo-
you
yeah.
can challenge.
You're only allowed
You
to
can
challenge,
challenge-
two. Yeah.
You can challenge a fumble. You can challenge an incomplete pass. You could challenge if a person was inbounds when they caught the ball. You cannot challenge. There's a bunch of things you can't, but the main thing is if the referees, they come over and they talk to you whenever you're going to challenge something, and they'll tell you if you can do it or not.
Yeah.
That's the basic rule. But it slows the game down. I hate it. And they've added this year. They added pass interference, so you can challenge pass interference on the offense and on the defense. So if you think that the offensive player stopped the defensive player from catching the ball or he pushed off on the
Physically,
player,
you
you
have
can
to-
challenge. You can challenge that, which is stupid.
Yeah.
But it happened because last year in one of the championship games, New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams were playing, and there was an
Oh
unbelievably
yeah. That
bad,
was bad.
pass interference. Like this guy literally tackled the guy in the air before the ball even got close to him, and they didn't call it, and they lost the game. But it's nobody gets. I don't think I've seen anybody even win one of those pass interference challenges this year. So it's kind of stupid.
Let's see. I want to see. I got it. Hey,
everybody's
I listened
like,
to your
boy, this is
AFL
boring.
crap. Here's
the watch this. Look at that. He just shoves the guy in the air.
Yeah, that's right.
Football
It's in the tackle.
fallout.
It's in the tackle. You know what? Let's just go on a little bit of a side tangent to
Okay.
what super. Yeah, okay.
That wasn't called
What
pass
super
interference. That's crazy.
slow-mo millimeter decisions are doing to
Right.
sport.
I know. It's stupid. They
It
do that
is.
in hockey now too. You're allowed to challenge goaltender interference and you're allowed to challenge offside. And the offside one, it's so stupid because they're milliseconding this thing, and you'll see this guy's skate is just touching the line or it's off the line by that much, and they'll be like, nope, call back the goal. And I'm like,
It's
oh my
almost-
gosh, just
It's
let
almost
the game go.
unsportsmanlike to just be that pedantic. I mean, you look
It's
at it,
crazy.
soccer. The A-League soccer started in Australia, and they're now using the VA. Is it the VAR system? Where
That's
they
what
can
they do in English Premier League, I believe.
Yeah, and they're just taking so long, and it's like
Yeah,
we're
every
talking
goal
about
or offside and stuff, and you're like, really?
millimeter
Come on.
offside stuff. That's not
You know what?
affecting.
Here's the crazy thing too, in the NHL in hockey, what they've done now too is they have people watching the games in New York, which is considered, or Toronto. I think it's Toronto, maybe Toronto, Canada. They're watching all the games. If they see a guy behind the play, hockey's kind of a rough sport, right? So if they see a guy behind the play punch another guy in the back of the head and the ref doesn't see it, they can call down to the box where they keep score and say, hey, I need to talk to the referee. And they can call a penalty on that now. And I'm like, that takes away all the fun. I mean, it's always fun once in a while to see a guy get punched in the back of the head during the game, right?
Yeah.
Why do you have to do that? So, yeah.
Yeah, that makes me think of like they have those new speed ticket or speed cameras for tickets, and it's like
Is that
I liked
just
it
in
better
Australia?
when maybe I think so, but I liked it better when
mean, they
you
might
had
have
to
them in
look out for the
America, but not
cops.
much.
So it's like you try to get
Yeah.
away with it, or you let someone else go really fast in front of you, and you can follow just maybe a little bit. It's like now you can just both of you can get tickets like super easy. They just take a picture of your license and send you the the ticket.
I feel like that's cheating.
It is cheating. That's not fair.
They
Well-
should have to catch you in the act. They shouldn't be able to take a
Or
picture
at
of
least
you.
there should be like a beep or something that lets you know that you got caught. Because if you do that,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
then
but
maybe you
in
will
Australia,
slow
the
down.
new fixed poles have a blue light on the top, and when it triggers, it actually pops the blue light.
Oh boy. See, I don't like that stuff. That's like that's Big Brother right there. I don't like
Okay,
that.
Scott. So, do you have this
Skynet.
Do you have this in America? We now have cop cars throughout all of Australia that have fixed cameras on the roof that check everybody's license and registration as they're just driving around.
No.
So this
that's
one
crazy.
car will just drive around for 24 hours a day with somebody in it, and it just takes photos instantly. And then if your
Why?
rego's out, they'll just pull them over.
Why do they
Because
need
they
to
want
do
to
that?
get criminals. Get the
Checking
criminals,
for
man.
rego expiries
that-
and
so
insurance
that's-
not valid, all that
Oh.
sort of stuff.
Or like in
So
America,
why-
it would
why
be
do
if
they need to
had a
come up and
warrant out
ask
for their
you?
arrest.
Why do you need to have an ID while you're driving? Like that's the dumbest part. They should
Yeah,
have all
what's that
that
about?
information on.
What do you mean? Why do you have to have an ID while you're driving?
I get
me.
you need to have one to drive, but like
They need to know
why do
you're
you-
the guy that owns the car.
They,
I'm
but they should
borrowing
have
it.
all the.
You guys are
I
opening
might
up
let
the
me
world
borrow
to
it.
all sorts of. You guys are opening up the world to too many criminals.
No,
They
no.
by the way, they do. In fact, when Danny came to visit me on Grosse Ile, they took a picture of his license plate as he came over the bridge to my island.
Big brother.
Did they send
They
it to you?
do that.
Wait, how do
Big
you know
brother.
this?
Because they do it to every car that comes over and leaves the bridge, so that if there's any shenanigans going on, they can catch them.
Why? Because you could swim to Canada from there or something?
You could. I mean, you could. This current's pretty strong. You'd probably end up going down to Lake Erie. You'd end up by Cedar Point,
Oh, sweet.
but it would drag
Easy.
you all the way down there. It would not be a fun ride.
Okay, I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Uh oh,
I'm
he's
gonna
gonna
do.
poop too.
No.
I like that we're just taking poop breaks on the show now.
I do too.
I do enjoy.
Well, I
it.
didn't poop. I just made coffee, so now I'm gonna have to poop.
You're gonna have to. How long does it take after you drink your coffee? How long does
Well,
it take?
I had cereal and then I went and then I had coffee after that. So I don't think it's gonna happen quite.
So there might be just some stuff stuck in the chamber that might get a little push from the coffee.
Maybe. Yeah, but I'm gonna find an app to watch it because I'm gonna go to the gym after this. It'd be cool to watch the game while.
Yeah, watch it at the gym. That'd be fun.
Whilst I'm at the gym.
It is a weird thing.
No, I'm gonna start saying it. No,
you are.
No.
So
yeah, we were talking before. Wait, how do you make money at the moment, Danny? I've been a bit worried. Don't be worried about me, man. I rely all of my money is all about YouTube and Patreons, and I'm just kidding, dude. I play like four or 5 gigs a week, so I just haven't broadcasted them or.
Who's
or
worried about you?
Oh, Adelaide Crows. He was saying that. Don't worry. My
good.
gigs like this weekend.
That one where nobody was there or the drunk people were in the front row. That was the best, right?
yeah. A lot of
The
times
only
I play
people that are
nobody,
like, "Ah!"
but I still get paid. I still get paid good money. So
I know,
yeah,
that's great.
I haven't been posting those gigs. It's just that's not what I'm focused on at the moment. But don't be worried. It's nice because I have the days off during the week. But I also am working on other stuff as well. So yeah, I think I'm gonna push my music really hard. I think that a good way for the 2020 thing, instead of Patreons, is I get people to support me by buying my music.
Patreons?
He did
just
say
said
Patreons.
Why'd you say S on the end of it? Just to make fun of it?
Because there'd be more than one Patreon.
But they're patrons. They call them patrons.
Boo! You put an S at the end of that.
Yeah, because they are patrons. It's not Patreons.
Come on, Danny. Good grief.
Good gravy.
Good gravy, Charlie Brown.
Patreon. It's like
yeah. Patrons are the people that go to like your venue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
patrons are like guests.
People that pay money for Patreon.
Oh, let's find out. Is it Patreon?
It's true. They call them patrons.
Yeah, patrons.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe we keep looking stuff up on this show. Talk about boring.
We should be asking Siri and Google more stuff to annoy the people that rewatch this back and all their devices are going bing bing.
Cheryl is trying to get me to use Siri all the time, and I haven't been doing it.
I love Siri now. She knows me. She understands what I need.
Hey Siri, what time is it?
It's 7:45 p.m.
Oh, you've got the
Siri?
dude?
Yeah, Australian guy.
Really?
I need to do. I had it as the girl. I need to change it back.
You do. They've got multiple users now, don't they? Isn't there like a South African and a English?
Yeah, but that's stupid.
Yeah, I got the Australian chick.
Let's hear it.
Gosh dang it!
My dog's going nuts.
Let's hear it. Dead air.
Dead air. Okay, I'm just
speaking of gigs. I just got booked for a gig. I had to right back to that. Sorry, I'm just sitting here checking my emails, Scott.
Okay. Gosh dang it!
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I changed it. Dude, Mark's dog is seriously losing it. That's crazy.
Mark's lost it. He's gone. He's got to poop again.
I'm Siri, your virtual assistant.
Nice, huh?
Yeah. Anyway, man, people are blowing my phone up. What is happening? Stop it! Don't you know I'm live on the air?
Mobile? Can you play Call of Duty on mobile? I didn't know that. That's cool.
I think you can.
I'll try that.
I'm interested.
Hey, what's up?
I'm interested to see if they have any fun games on the App Store for Apple, because you can now attach your controller, like your Xbox controller or your PlayStation controller, to an Apple TV box and play games.
Ooh.
I haven't done it yet.
Well,
but
they have that arcade
cool.
or something, right? They have the Apple Arcade or something coming up.
Yeah, but do they have fun games is what I'm saying. Is it worth using their games? Because the truth is, I like the Xbox games, right? They're fun. I know Mark uses PS4 probably.
PS4.
Yeah.
But I've always been a PlayStation man.
I used to be, and then I had a friend that was on PlayStation. And I wanted to get away from him, so I went to Xbox.
You could just block him.
Yeah. That's a long story that I can't share on the air.
Yeah.
I will share it someday with you, but I can't
Fair
talk
enough.
about it on the air. I don't want to get anybody
Hey, we're
put in
talking. What's
prison.
happening with Hey, we're talking?
Nothing at the moment. Why? Who
Oh,
asked you?
is something gonna happen?
I don't
My
know.
phone's blowing up. They're like, ask Scotty D. We wanna know. It's been
Now I
it's
got
been so
gas
long.
coming out of my mouth. Dang it. Oh, it's better than out my rear end because that was terrifying. So let's do this before the show's over. Let's make some predictions. Mark, make a real prediction. Don't just say the Packers are going to win. I want to know a score and who you think is going to win. Mark, go ahead. Do you want to need some time to think about it?
Packers by 4.
Gosh dang it, Mark.
I've got
What
to
is
support
wrong
the
with you?
team. Got to support the team.
Gosh dang it.
It's
Danny,
gonna be
who
a
do
good
you think's gonna
game.
win? Yes,
It's gonna be a good
What's
game.
the score?
I believe in the Lions this time around, and I think it's going to be 27 to 31.
27-31 Lions.
Yep.
Oh, so you're saying 4 points as well? Ooh.
Oh. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's going to be 34-17 Lions.
Boom.
Wait, Call of Duty Mobile. Sorry, is free. It's a free game.
He is really
can
freaking
download?
out about this Call of Duty Mobile. He's very
Yeah,
excited.
it's supposed to be taking over a little bit. Everyone's kind of playing it. If I'm not going
I
to
wanna
do
check it out.
this,
No, but Mark,
when
I
I
was just
can
saying
sit
you
on
weren't
like
in
a
here.
60-inch TV.
Yeah, but check this out. Do you have an Apple TV?
No.
You don't? Okay, because you can hook your controller up to an Apple TV now and play the games on your Apple TV.
You said Xbox, not PlayStation, though, right?
Both. Any
Yeah,
of
but
them.
I've got PlayStation.
Oh.
I've got like a
It's a
Awesome
1.2
system.
gigabyte game. Wow.
1.21 gigawatts.
I said that was gonna
Gig.
happen. Can't stop Aaron Rodgers. I think you can.
Who says that?
All right. I
Hello.
was gonna ask something else. We were talking earlier about why America hasn't turned to the metric system, and then we were talking about how much work would go involved. Like, what aren't we thinking about? Like, we thought like road signs would have to change. Yeah, textbooks.
Can I
and
answer this?
rulers
Can I
and-
answer this for you guys? Why we're not going to do it? Do you want to know for real?
America.
Yeah.
America.
No. Listen. Do you want to know why?
Okay, tell me.
We can't accomplish anything. All we do is fight. You're going to
that's
have to
true.
get Congress involved. Nothing's going to happen. These people are idiots.
That's true.
Our politicians are straight up idiots. So there you go.
That's true.
Tweet that.
That's true.
And I'm saying all of them.
Tweet
I'm
it.
not just saying, oh, the dumb Democrats. I'm saying Democrats and Republicans.
I don't even use
Losers.
Twitter. I don't even use Twitter.
What would you call a quarter pounder? Yeah. What would you call?
It's
couldn't call that.
it's from Pulp Fiction. It's a Grand Royale with cheese because of the metric system.
Yeah, but a quarter pounder isn't. It's a. Is that,
Do they
is
call
that
it a quarter
imperial?
pounder? And do they
It's
call
just-
it a quarter pounder
It's just
in
a fraction.
Australia?
It's
No,
a quarter
it's
of a full
quarter of
pounder.
pound. Yeah, which is imperial.
Oh wow! So
pound.
a quarter pounder would
I
actually be
forgot
a
about that.
point, a 0.25 pound. What's a pound in
What's-
metric?
I know. How different is a pound?
Uh,
What do you guys to a gram to a kilogram?
A
right?
gram, a kilogram. That would be. I'm gonna guess 55.
450 grams. So it's a 0.25 450 grammer. Yeah, go and get one of them.
That's so stupid.
Jonathan Creek like
But in-
Royale with cheese.
Yeah, because
McRoyale.
in Pulp Fiction, that's what John Travolta says to Samuel L. Jackson because he's like, "What do they call the quarter pounder with cheese in France?" And he goes, "Well, because of the metric system, they call it the Royale with cheese."
Wouldn't that be funny? How the world would want us to turn to the metric system. Let's just say hypothetically, Donald Trump
Yeah.
was like, "All right, you guys, we're gonna do this. We're gonna change it because everyone's doing it.
Well,
let's just
if
all
Trump
get on
said
the
it,
same
they'd
page."
say no.
I know.
So pick somebody else.
Well, the world would say yes, but everybody else in America would like, like all the Democrats and stuff, all the people against Trump
Yeah.
would be like, "No, we're never doing that." And then the people on Trump
I think
side would
there'd
also
there'd
like,
be
"I don't
countries
think-
that would be like, "Don't let him use our metric system. He's a piece
Yeah,
of crap."
That's true. That's true.
That's our bloody system.
Donald Trump
Oh,
only
I
wants to
don't
do
know.
this because he's stupid and he has to use in tens.
Right.
They'd say all that kind of stuff.
Did
wouldn't
you guys have they talked about in the news? I'm wrapping. I'm sorry. This is a big topic, but I'm gonna throw it out there. Have they talked about in the news over there this whole stink with the NBA in America, the National Basketball Association? Have they talked about that?
Yeah, I've been keeping up with it, but yeah, I don't think that they
I
don't talk
haven't
about
heard of
names
it.
here.
So check this out, Mark. The NBA has been doing a lot of stuff in China. Okay,
Mhm.
they think they have a fertile ground there to expand, right? And the Chinese people, some people have a lot of money. They got a lot of expendable income. They're becoming more and more rich as the years go by. So
Mhm.
one of the general managers of a team in Houston called the Rockets said he posted something on Twitter to say, "Hey, Hong Kong people, keep it up. We're with you." And China lost their beep. They went nuts,
really?
right? So then the NBA was like, "Hey, he didn't mean that." And they literally sided with communist China over Hong Kong, the NBA.
Because
So
of
this
the
is a big,
money,
people are
money.
just like, what? So yeah, it's been a big
Wow.
deal over here. And that tells you what's going on in America when people are
South
like,
Park
China's the
had
best.
a good answer to it.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Maybe you should move to Australia. We got plenty of room. There's like
I think everybody says you should go to New Zealand, right? That's
Yeah,
where
but-
the rich people go.
Nah, New Zealand's Canada.
Is it? And you're America?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
America.
But the
Where's my MAGA hat?
the funny thing is these people they were showing all these things about how people change entire movies. They'll take things out of movies now to make sure that China will watch the movies. Like they don't want to offend China. So they change entire movies not to offend China.
Yeah. They put
Why are
scenes in
people
with like
always
Chinese
just so
doctors and stuff
offended
like
by everything?
I know.
We're
Stupid.
becoming a very offensive culture.
Yeah, which means we're very stupid.
Yeah.
We're not mature. If you can't handle
We need another
criticism or
world
being
war.
offended. No, we don't. What? Don't say
You
that.
heard it here first. Well, the three of us heard it here first.
I'm not
Who said it?
saying
Who said it?
I'm
Who
not
said that?
agreeing with
Who
that
said
at all. Gosh.
What?
They'll have to dig me out of my 50-foot trench under my house.
No, let me
Yeah.
finish.
I'll be hiding under a
Let me finish.
staircase somewhere.
When
A
I say
world war of
I-
food
no,
making.
no. I mean the world. I mean
Food
the world
fight.
comes together and we war against the aliens. That's what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay.
war.
So like an Independence Day kind of a thing. I
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah, yeah. There we go. That's
And
exactly
then
what I was
Bill
talking
Pullman can be like, "This is our Independence Day."
about.
What do
We
you guys
will
think of
not
that?
go silently
On
into
that
the
note.
night.
What do you guys think of that new Will Smith movie, where there's
Which
it's
one?
him and a younger version of him, like a
Gemini
clone.
Man.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
That's been out for a while, hasn't it?
No, it
Yeah, I
just
feel
came out
like
like
it's been
last
out.
week.
I feel
No,
like,
come on,
maybe
guys.
because I follow Will Smith on YouTube, I've been seeing all the
Yeah,
stuff he's been
yeah.
doing.
Do you actually
Yeah.
watch his
On
video? Do you guys watch his
Instagram.
videos for real?
You know what? I
Sometimes.
haven't watched his stuff for the last probably 2 or 3 weeks when he got smashed at his son's.
Oh, he got
Birth-
wrecked.
He got wrecked. Wreck-It
Oh,
Ralph.
boy.
And that's why you stopped watching.
No, I just. I think
the
I've
last
said this
thing he
on. I
remembers
think I've
seeing.
said this on a previous stream. I watched him for that behind the scenes of actor and like the life of him. But when he's
No.
doing,
He wants to be a YouTuber now.
yeah, but
while
he's starting
still making
to.
movies.
He's starting to get to the stage of understanding that you can't be a superstar YouTuber forever. It's 6-12 months, he'll be gone.
I don't know.
Are you guys
We'll
reading the
see.
chat, by the way?
It's a publicity stunt.
No.
It's very funny. They're talking about
like-
the China.
You know who does that? Mark, you know who does that you would enjoy watching is Jack Black, Jablinski Games.
Oh, I couldn't
He
get.
does all
It
the
is
behind the
actually pretty
scenes of his
funny.
concerts. It's pretty
And
fun.
it was better. Yeah, at the beginning it was like a little bit too
He was tongue in cheek.
scruffy.
He was messing around.
And then now it's a little bit more official. It's pretty funny. Pretty good
Okay.
stuff.
Oh.
Official.
I might have to go and give it a go.
I like that they say that the metric system would be the solution to obesity problem in America because you wouldn't weigh in pounds, you weigh half as much in kilograms.
Kilograms.
Oh gosh. You know what I
Only
hate
weigh
is in
200 kilos.
Britain they call it stones.
Yeah,
Your
see, but
weight.
why
That
can't we
freaks
all
me
just
out.
get
I
think
along?
they used
Why
to.
can't we just all get along?
Do they still call it stones? I thought that was just like
Yeah.
an old thing.
No.
Yeah,
No.
but I don't know what the stone is.
Look it up, Siri.
Ask Siri.
How many pounds is a stone?
How heavy is a stone?
It's not going to tell you what.
6.25
Oh my God.
kilograms. I'm telling you,
Wow.
Siri understands me.
That was a little strange way of asking because she was probably like, I need to see the rock first before I know how much it weighs.
Twice as heavy as the other stone.
I thought she was going to give you Dwayne Johnson's.
Exactly.
I didn't ask for a rock. I said a stone.
matter what the rock weighs.
I'm surprised she didn't say the Rolling Stones were a band in the 60s.
So I have a confession to make, and we can talk about this the next time we get on. I started watching wrestling again, like WWE wrestling.
You must be bored.
I wanted to see because they made a big deal out of it going on. So it's on USA Network in the United States, and Fox now it's on Fox in the United States.
Yep.
So I was like, they were pumping it up and showing The Rock and Stone Cold and all the good stuff, you know. I don't think they have anybody now that is anywhere near as fun to watch as those guys. That was the heyday for me. The Rock and Stone Cold.
Like original.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's the bottom line because Stone Cold says so.
I thought it was better back in like the Hulk day. Or the,
Hulk Hogan.
Those are fun
Hogan,
too,
yeah.
but you know, part of it was, Danny, I ended up going with Stewart and some of those guys. They took me to a Sunday night, and I'd never been to one before. It was one of the funnest times I've ever had in my life.
Yeah. Yeah,
I should say most fun times in my life. It was so fun.
Funnest is fine here. Funnest is fine here. What's up, Jamie Walker? He says hi, bye.
Hey, Funky Miller.
That's cool. Funky Miller has been here for a while, but Scotty, got to check out freelance wrestling if you want to watch wrestling. That's what he says.
Oh, just go to your local pub. Wrestling? You'll see better wrestling at a pub at like 2 a.m.
No, not interested.
Give me one more drink. No, I'm not serving you anymore. RSL.
They started another league here too. Yeah, they started another league on like TBS or something like that, or TNT, and it's stupid. It's got like, but it has the guy. Remember the guy, Danny, who'd be like, "My God, Stone Cold Steve Austin." Remember that Jerry the King Lawler, but the real super.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't watch a lot of it.
Oh, okay, I just blew it. Anyway. It's this old country guy.
That's a Gen X. That's a Gen Xer thing, and that's just a little bit behind my time.
And he had a stroke, so he's like,
"My God!"
He's got like his lip is hanging down. So
my God! I can't believe Stone Cold is gonna get away with this crap again.
What's that?
Can you make your lip go down, Mark? Hey, can we pose for like a thumbnail?
It's not funny because what if we really all have a stroke? It's not good. We're not gonna know. Wait.
Let's pose. Yeah, let's pose. Oh, Daryl Lee's.
Daryl Lee's pose.
Every one of them's like, oh. Why is he always going,
here, you make the face. You make the face and we'll point at you. Okay. So, Mark, you point. Yeah, point that way.
Where am I pointing? Ooh. I'm going to look at the street. I'm going to look that way.
No, the other way. Other way.
Other way. There you go. There's your thumbnail.
Cool.
Okay.
I'll capture that. What is this? That's 58 seconds into it. 58 minutes into it. Sorry. I'll make that. All right, cool. Well, that's good. That's good enough for now. I think that we've had a good America. We've had a solid America versus Australia conversation.
If that's what it is. Is that what it is?
No, it's just three friends hanging out.
Was?
That's all it is.
It's three best friends in the whole wide world hanging out on YouTube.
Oh, wait, so this is an advertisement.
Oh, by the way, I'm so deep into 2.5 Men right now. It's ridiculous.
Oh, that sounds really bad.
That sounds bad.
On that note,
oh gosh, no.
Goodbye.